Happy Monday, everyone. I'm still Crepe, and we're still playing more Mario's Picross. Ah, I timed it. I timed it good that time, right at the pause of the music. So we're only a handful of real, actual puzzles into easy Picross. Today we're going to do E2, F2, and G2. Now I'm sure some of you have been eagerly awaiting the conclusion of the theme of the last three, so let's get into it. Some beautiful 10 rows. We know exactly what to do with these. Oh, and a couple of 10 columns too. Starting off with an interesting little cross. We can block off everything around this too. We got that perfect. Mark off some space around these 4s. We've already got these 3s on the edges as well. This is another puzzle with horizontal symmetry. And we blocked up enough space around this 5 that we can build it down one more. Close that off on both ends. Oh, would you look at that? There's only 6 down here. Close off these 2s. Now we know exactly where these 5s rest. And, in fact, we have only enough room for these 3 2s now. Same over here. How funny. How fortuitous. Let's see. This column is a 5 and a 1. So we're done there. We're done there too. Would you look at that? I messed up. That's okay. We're not worried about the time penalties. We're just here for the love of the craft. The love of the process. It's a clover. I don't know why they call it a clover when normally in the card suits it's called a club, but that's okay. That's okay, and enjoy the thrilling conclusion to the card suit saga. I don't believe this one is a joker or anything, so I'm pretty sure it ends right there. Now we go into non-thematic stuff. Okay, so we've got these 2 columns done already. Oh, hey. Our first instance, I think, of a 0. So we know that this entire row, there's nothing, which, using some previously learned ideas, we can assume we can cross off these areas because the 6 and 4 wouldn't fit there anyway. But I mean, we've already got the starting points of the 6 and 4 here, which we can build off immediately. There's only enough room for that 5 right there. Oh, I think I know what we're making here. Anyone else seeing it? The hints are there for you to discover. Well, that looks to me like a question mark. Glorious. And just one more for today. We'll leave us off just before the end of this entire row of puzzles. Filling in all these 10s almost starts us off with this kind of pound or hashtag symbol looking thing. So we go ahead and fill in these gaps here where the 9s are. We know that those must be connected. And then we can fill in everything else around them anyway, considering 9s take up a lot of space. So here's an interesting thing. I'm sure there are like many other leads I could follow right now, especially looking at these 2 columns. Let's not, the triple 2 columns, let's not worry about that. I want to look at this really quick. This row that's a 2 and a 1 and a 1. Interesting principle here. We can't be certain if this isn't the leftmost 2 here. It could be 1, 2, space 1, space 1. That fits totally fine. You have to look at everything in terms of the minimum amount of space it could possibly take up. And that gives you a lot of hints as to what you can and can't fill in, depending on how much space you actually have relative to that minimum. But a neat thing here is that because there's only 1, 2, and everything else to the right of it is 1s, we know for certain that this is a 1. So we can just cross that out. And, you know, I highlighted that, but in reality there's much more useful things I could have been doing in that time, like crossing out this row with the 1s here. Like I said, we've got these columns of 2s. We can fill out very clearly and obviously. And another row of 2 1s down here. Oh, I didn't quite fill out this 9 to where I could have. Let's see, we can also build this 3 up. Same from over here, we can build it down. Oh, this is a 5. This is also a 5. We've got one that's diagonally symmetrical here, it looks like. Oh, and hey, we have our 2 and 1 and 1. And our 1 and 1 and 2. Tells us where these 2s must be. And I think that almost does it. Let's see. Cross out this. We know where these 9s rest. And that will do it. You know, I suppose that is kind of relevant to the question mark we just did. It's a $sign. Wow. Symbols that you can find on your QWERTY keyboard. That was it for today, and for this week. Next Monday, come back and we will continue with H2, and we'll breach our way into the 3rd row of puzzles.